Hi, I'm here at Carver's Gap. It is right on the Tennessee, North Carolina border, Blue Ridge Mountains, Cherokee National Forest, and Pisgah National Forest. It's a sea of humanity, so I found a quiet spot for the moment to talk, but we are going to hike from Carver's Gap here. It's like 5,500 feet elevation, something like that. I'll find out here in a minute. We'll come back up on the sign and head to Roan High Knob. It's a Saturday and it looks like 10,000 other people have the same idea, so we'll see how this goes. Not well so far. Most people, looks like they're heading Appalachian Trail east, which is not the direction we are going. And we are 5,512 feet. Right here, Highway 143 as the Appalachian Trail crosses. That is us there. Roan Mountain High Knob, 1.5 miles this way. We are not very far in. Thankfully, we haven't seen anybody. But there is a nice canopy of fir trees that we're under. And I don't know how many little stream crossings already. 6, 7. Of course, we're going uphill at a pretty good pace. The famous AT White Blaze. Passed through a couple good little boulders on the side of the mountain. That's kind of neat. Some of the fog's starting to lift a little bit, so hopefully when we get to where we're going there's some nice views. Just passed a few campers also. Well, through hikers, I'm sure. Yeah, we're going up at a pretty good little grade actually. I mean, it's not super steep, but steep enough. I think we're always having a little bit of problem with the altitude part, but she's not doing bad. It's been mostly big rock like this, and we just passed the jogger. It's coming down the mountain, and besides him, I guess there is one small little group family also coming down that we've passed so far. So judging by the parking lot, we are lucking out pretty well because so far we have not seen many people. 6. So So take that as a blessing. I don't think she's doing good. She just won't tell you. But it's starting to get steeper. The grade is increasing and the switchbacks are getting closer to each other. So starting to cool down a little bit and the wind's picking up. I know I'm going to keep saying this forever. I think we're nearing the top. Seen some more runners, 3 of them. They came zipping on by. I don't understand running to start with. It's just not my thing. But to do it on the equivalent of a vertical creek bed, I don't get that. Oh well. I would just think that'd be hard on the knees. But looks like we're leveling out a little bit. Still hasn't been as bad of a experience as initially expected when we pulled into Carver's Gap. And back into heavy fog now. This is personally, I think it's kind of cool, but and a tree that they haven't got around cutting out yet. Looks like it's been there for a little while. Past pretty beat down around it. Okay, so we are taking a small break here. The AT shelter is up here, 0.1 of a mile. The AT itself keeps on going to Georgia. And I'm pretty sure we turn here past the shelter and keep on going towards the High Knob and the old Cloudland Hotel and the bluff. Okay, this is going to suck. It's pretty steep and wet. A lot of wet tree roots. Yep, I will. But we are heading up on the Blue Blaze part now. Okay, so here's the shelter. It's supposed to be the highest AT shelter along the whole trail. For the Roan Mountain shelter. I don't think there's anyone here, so we'll check it out. So there is no one here, so we can take a quick peek around. Little graffiti board. It's pretty dark on the inside there, so I know this camera's not going to pick up anything. Just a little. It's bigger than the cabin we rented this weekend, anyhow. Probably cheaper. And we're just going to sit up here and take a break for a few minutes. There is this really weird sounding bird out here. I think he flew off anyhow, but he's kind of sounded crow-like, but not like that crow that's in the background now. Kind of like if you mixed a heron and a crow together. It was weird. Oh well, a couple things I just seen up here. I was going to show you. I kind of think we're at the High Knob, and if that's the case, then I've got High Knob and Bluff mixed up in my head as far as views and whatnot. But here's some stairs and some concrete things. Don't know what. The little signs in the area just say it's a sensitive area and no fires, so it's kind of neat. And then right around the corner here is this big rock, and everything around the rock goes back downhill, so I think that might be the High Knob. I'm going to stop here and mark this concrete stuff on the GPS, and I'll turn the camera back on when we go to the rock. Oh, that was him. He just flew off. Crap. Could you hear him? So, we think this is Roan High Knob, which is definitely the highest point. Everything else is downhill. Views and vistas and mountain balds are lacking, so it's throwing us off compared to everything we read, but pretty sure this is High Knob. Still kind of neat, huh? Okay, I am on top of that big rock now, and there is let me try to that so it can be read. Yeah. Okay, here we are again. They're still fairly close to us, so I'm trying to we are back on the AT. This stretch is pretty wide. I'll spin the camera around in a second. Once I'm sorry, I stopped to let some people keep moving. We're supposed to be, we did bump into another set of people, and they said it's about a quarter mile further down is what we're looking for. The Bluff, the Cloudland Hotel, the Big Bald, and all that stuff, which I was associating with the High Knob, apparently is not. It's just further down on the AT. So that's where that confusion was. But this is fairly flat. It looks like it might have been an old cart road or something at one point, probably to supply the Cloudland Hotel. I don't know. Let me spin the camera around. See? Nice traveling now. There's some pretty cool rock bluffs in this part of the trail. That's kind of neat. And then can't see much yet. We're still in the clouds, but there's little glimpses of some neat views off to the side here. Yeah, I wasn't expecting just to bump into that. It's a nice little chimney. I've seen pictures of it before, but I didn't realize it was gonna just jump out at you like this. It's kind of cool, huh? It's in really good shape. And yeah, look at that. That's, yeah. Okay, gonna have to research that and find out what it belongs to. And this is more what I was associating to the high knob. So we're gonna leave the AT here and head out into the bald, which when I was first researching the high knob, all these things were associated with it in my reading, so that's where all our confusion came in from. There's that group of people again, but here is the bald that I've been looking for. Yay! And remnants of the old Cloudland Hotel. Isn't this pretty up here? Look at this. This is beautiful. Let's see what the sign says. I don't think we're going to see much besides the fog today. That's kind of disappointing, but it's cool just the same. And it tells all about the Cloudland Hotel, and I don't know if any of that's coming out or not, so I'm going to let it go about 20 seconds and then stop. Okay, so as soon as I turned off the camera and took a few more steps, this is where we're at. There's the road, which is closed. That's where the end of Carver's Gap where we parked at, and the road was closed. And then here is the parking area, some picnic tables, and the restrooms. And right back where I just turned the camera off at, there was a nice little picnic table off into behind the trees. We might have our lunch there maybe. I'd rather do it up here on the bald. This is kind of Walking Dead like. So we're at the top of the mountain at the Cloudland Hotel site still. That one picnic table up on the bald didn't look really good, mostly because the seats were broken out of it. We're going to take this one right here next to the trash cans, stop and make our lunch and stuff, but it's just really weird to be, there's other people around, but still, the road was closed at the bottom of the mountain, or the bottom of the hill, and we're just up here all alone. It's kind of weird. It's like one of them apocalypse movies. So we're gonna have lunch, and then it's kind of new too, so I'll probably set the camera up for some of that. Okay, for my lunch, the other day when I was in Walmart, picked up some of these twisted meals. So it's different. It's kind of expensive though. It was $1.25. So we're going to try Jamaican inspired rice and peas with some grilled chicken. The back of the package also suggested to glaze some chicken with it escapes me now. Oh well, I don't have that with me anyhow, so we're just going to mix chicken with the twisted rice. We're going to get that started here in a second though. Okay, Just going to drop the package into some water and let it rehydrate and come up to a boil. Kind of anxious to see what this is going to taste like. And got a spoon floating around here somewhere. Tell you, I don't have a little tripod, so I'm sorry for shakiness. But I think from what I've sampled so far, this little twisted Jamaican thing, I am going to like. I think I'm going to like that a lot. Find out here in a few minutes.
So I took the granola bar. See, is that going to, see, I don't want to take too much.
You can
because I can eat another granola. Is that going to be enough for you?
Yeah.
That'll leave you enough?
I guess so.
Because, I mean, I did take very much, really.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
That's like a baby portion.
There's the twisted stuff with the Jamaican rice. What do you think of it?
I like it. I could eat all yours, but seriously.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's what I mean. I could eat probably 2/3 of that by myself.
I think of
And that
a
was
little peppery bite, not a lot. Got,
where's your rice package? Just gonna see how much
inside the chicken mess.
Oh, okay. I was curious what they said that would feed. I was like, I could eat it.
Some tamarind. Free. That's very good. This is kind of neat. It's just a couple of picnic tables down from where we're at for our lunch, and it's a little. Can't see a lot because the clouds are still going on, but still kind of a pretty view. Let's see if I can slide this way, because that other mountain, the big guy behind the trees, is kind of neat. Pretty neat, huh? And I don't think we're going to do either, but sign down there at the end is the Cloudland Trail. 0.2 miles to the rhododendron garden, and I've been told they're not in bloom yet. And then the Roan High Bluff is another 1.2 miles beyond that. We're heading back down the trail now. There's a couple things that you can see that we couldn't have seen when we were here earlier. It's kind of cool, huh? Alright, guess we're going to try to jump ahead of some people. We're heading down the trail now. It's been probably close to half an hour. Ooh, slippy rocks. And we just passed the AT shelter probably 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I was looking at my feet. Sorry.
And I don't remember anything spectacular as we are coming up the trail, so I'm going to pretty much end this video here. It's been a pretty nice hike, really, and comparing to the parking lot where we parked, I'm really excited that we did not see nearly as many people as it looked like we were going to. the parking lot itself already set one kind of mood, so the day turned out to actually be a blessing in disguise. A little disappointed that we didn't get to see some of the views that we read we were going to see, but it was nice. We did run into some other folks, and they said that the rhododendron garden was not in bloom yet, so we opted not to go there. And otherwise, it's been a really nice hike. The weather's been good. The fog finally lifted. And I want to thank you for coming along with us, hanging out with us, and I guess we'll see you next time.